we're doing the brakes on the mighty Fiat today. That's my torch. So one side you're starting to grind a little bit. You can see there's new pad down there. This side wasn't as bad. So I've done this side. Obviously for some reason I started on the side that wasn't grinding. Discs are not brilliant, but this car doesn't go on a motorway or anything. It's not something I'm too concerned about. I've got to work on one of these and oh okay. I've got to change this bottom arm on one in work. And apparently they're a nightmare. And I would say that's pretty accurate. Yeah. Anyway, getting sidetracked. This side, the way these brakes work, instead of having two sliders, one at the top, one at the bottom, this side, well, both sides, this car has only got one slider. Now the way the slider works is it's got an 8mm Allen key head in there. This side, I don't know if you can see it, is completely, there's some rust on the floor, which used to be the flat bits. What I'm going to try and do, because it's Saturday afternoon, I need this done and out of here. I'm going to try and take the bottom pin out and then pivot the caliper up. Otherwise, not quite sure what I'm going to do here. So it should work, I think. I've unclipped the flexible to give me a bit more room. I'll probably pull the sensor cable out to the clip as well. But yeah, not difficult job. 17s for the wheels, 8mm Allen if they came out, because they don't put a rubber cap over them like other manufacturers, should we say. So they were full of grunge and rust, and by the time I cleaned all that out, I did it with a 7 first to clean the rust out, then went to the correct 8mm Allen key, and it just wasn't having none of it. So yeah, we're gonna work. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna try this with a pin. Take the bottom pin. Oh no, yeah, hooks on the bottom pin. So if I can get that out, I should be able to pivot it up. But we'll try now. Okay, that worked reasonably successfully. That is probably how you're supposed to do them, to be fair. Now, the reason for making the video is this car's, the brakes have ground on us since we've had it at about 5,000 miles. And you sort of notice it first thing in the morning when you go down the drive and you're with the radio on. Not really when you're braking. But we had suspicions that something had gone on with it. Now this side isn't as bad as the other side, which is weird because this, well no, it's not weird. That's why this side has one, two, that's the backing. There might be a little bit of material. The reason that's happened is because this one actually moves freely in the caliper holder. Well, it's not freely, but it's not seized. This side, what we'll do, and that's what it took to clear it out. So the pads aren't able to float, I can see all the corrosion there, float freely. So what I did on the other side was got my drill with a little wireless arbor, wire wheel arbor thing. Just put it in these recesses, top and bottom. Cleaned them out, made sure the pad is free in there, and then just put a little dab of copper grease on the pad, on the end of the pad. Not so much as going to get on the disc, just in this, put it on the pad, then push the pad in. And then, so yeah, I just need to squeeze the piston back in, clean up those sockets, top and bottom, bit of grease, put them in, transfer the wear sensor, which doesn't appear to have been worn, which is good because only one came with the, yeah, so the wear was still a way off. So yeah, the wear, you see the wear sensor is like a mil out of the pad, So we haven't gone, because this disc was so seized in the carrier, this hasn't been working for ages. The only pad that's actually worn down is the one that was free. I think that's a different make to the others. Anyway, I'll get this weigh sensor out, get on a new pad, clean the caliper, clean the carrier, push the piston back in, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so that all worked out pretty good. All I need to do is just wipe off the discs. You can see a little bit of copper grease there. Probably I'll wipe that off as a bit more than I wanted. You can also see that now it's got the new pads and the sliders in a different position. Also, because I haven't got a weigh sensor, I've just cut the wire off and put the plug back on so I don't get corrosion in the end of this plug. So we'll swap that in later, another time. So it could well have a pad sensor like on the dashboard, whereas it didn't before I did the brakes. Great. But yeah, if you've got a Fiat 500 and it's not, this isn't used regularly, so it would probably be a good idea to just drop the calipers off and check your pads aren't seized in the calipers. So I'm guessing the brakes are going to be quite a bit better now. So yeah, well, thanks for watching. As you can see, we've got many projects still to do, film. I've also got quite a few videos I need to edit to put on the channel. Hopefully I'm keeping somebody occupied somewhere. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all the normal stuff. It does make a difference. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye. Hello. Right, this is project 2 of the day. The aim is, those are 2 offcuts of pallet racking. I want to join these together to make a 4.2 meter span. So these are 265, so I need each section to be 2.1. So I'm cutting off 55 mil off, 55 centimeters off each end, leaving you roughly that. Then I can get some angle iron and join those back together, giving me more extended shelf brackets. So I picked this up from one of my customers a while ago. I did get given a bottle of the water-based lubricant to spray, but I can't find it, so I'm using WD-40, and I realised the blades are not going to last anywhere near as long. Obviously there's supposed to be a guard on the back of this. Don't ever do this. Oh, you're supposed to have oil in there as well. I should maybe grease that a bit too. Don't ever do this, obviously. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to butt weld them together after clamping them straight, obviously, and then put a plate over either side, I think. And it's not like I'm putting a ton on them. It's going to be a couple of 100 kilos at the most. Basically, just don't want it failing when I'm stood on it. So we got a load of these. I'm going to carry on, plough on with the cutting procedure. And we'll see how many we get done then. And then hopefully I can make some space in this complete crap pile. Put a load more stuff at the rack and move the racking that's next to the 2-post lift at the front. And then we should be getting somewhere. I've wanted to put racking over there. Basically it's going to go down this side on the top of that car there and the car that's in front of it. I want racking here because that's just a waste of space. But then once I've got that, I should be able to get rid of the racking at the front, which should give me a lot better access around the 2-post lift. Yeah, so I'm just going to plod on and we'll see how I do. It takes a while to come down to the first cut. not good. Okay. Bastard. Right, we'll come back to this. So what I've done is I've slowed down the descent. Right, it's got auto stop shut off, which is that bolt there actually pressing down on the stop button. But I adjusted it last time and I didn't lock it off, so it's been moving. So I'll just adjust that again and we'll try this for the third time. Oh, this thing's starting to piss me off. Right, we'll adjust that again. Should work this time. Perhaps. Fuck's it. 7 times charm. There we go. Obviously now we don't shut off at all. Should shut off in a sec. Okay, so I need to adjust that more then. I'm going to put a guard on this in a minute. Yeah, so that's another section. I think altogether I need 8. Because I need 4 shelves. So I've done 3. This might take a while. Okay. Hello, so it's a lot later. Cut all those sections. So we've got a bit of a stockpile ready to manufacture. This is the first one. They've actually come out at 4 to 1. So I was trying to work out a way to brace it so it's straight, and this is pretty much what I've come up with. So supported off the floor on 25mm square section stainless. Then there's an angle clamped on the, because you can sort of compress this side a little bit if you try. So the angle's clamped on the rigid fold. And then just put some bracing across it. And what I'll do is I'll degrease first, then tack, then I'll be able to take all this bracing off and seam weld it round. And then, well, I don't know, I might still bolt some bars up the side yet, just across the joint. Like possibly even some of these stainless bars, because they've got 2 holes in. If I put them on the, doesn't actually matter, they can go on the inside or the outside. Wouldn't be too much in the way. Or you just get some square section, mild steel, same, but just run a strip down either side. Or maybe even a piece of angle iron like that. We'll see about that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna, it's got a bit late, cold stuff. I'm gonna weld this one up, so I've got an idea what I've got to do tomorrow. And then we'll go from there. So I've cleaned up all the edges. I've put a little bit of a 45-degree bevel. So I've got a bit of penetration for the weld to go in. Yeah, I think this might work, perhaps. We'll see. Okay, I think that's come out. It does look like this section's come in that way a little bit. But pretty much, I'll take that as straight. So what we've done, seam welded all the way around. It's not particularly gorgeous welding. And then on the supporting side, which is the side that slots onto the post, I've just put one of these brackets across the welds underneath there. These brackets are quite good because they're raised up. So yeah, so that's one done. I think we can see where we're going now. So that's come out at 4.21 meters, and an Astra GT is 4.2, I think, I hope. Yeah, so that's one shelf support, which destruction tested. Obviously it's in a better, any load is down in that direction on this, so you've got quite a lot of surface area there. If I had more plates, I probably would plate both sides, but I haven't. So I think we'll, till one breaks, we'll take that. So I don't know, I might do a couple more yet. It's, I don't know what time it is. Right, I think that's going to be it for one night. The welding isn't particularly pretty. Check my pilk helmet. Hello ladies. They are going to be quite a long set of shelves. I think I might have slightly underestimated this. So I've done 2. So that's enough for one shelf. And if I can knock up another 2 tomorrow, that's enough for one bay then. And I've also got one set to do the next set of shelves. So, like I said, the welding's not pretty. But it's strong and it's, well, seriously, that one's quite pretty. But yeah, it's getting it, but that's me done. That thing, slightly frustrating, but actually pretty good. The welder got is the series Super MIG 150, which is brilliant. So yeah, a bit more of this tomorrow, and then we can actually build some shelves and move some stuff, I think. Right, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, etc. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.